Every year, countless research papers are written, bound, and published, but many of them fall unheard, their knowledge drifting into silence. Like a play performed to an empty hall, discoveries risk vanishing without an audience. In software research, brilliant ideas too often remain locked away, printed but unseen, written but unread. This is a story of the silent scientist, creative, dedicated but unheard. Join us as we meet Marvin Wyrich and Sven Apel from Saarland University, Germany, to discuss The Silent Scientist, when software research fails to reach its audience, an opinion article in the November 2025 communications of the ACM.
We silently publish research papers. We publish a lot of research papers, but we don't talk about them. There was always this assumption that if research is relevant, it of course has some impact, but that's a bit too simple in my opinion. It's more along the lines that if you do relevant research, you still have to go this extra step and say, like, make people aware of your research. There are these academic conferences with the mandatory talk there, but it's mostly just an academic audience attending these conferences, and your target audience often isn't there. And what I never heard in these discussions, in these panel discussions, was a single mention of science communication.
And audiences are eager when research is shared. For example, a single LinkedIn post summarising a PhD thesis reached over 270,000 impressions, most of them industry practitioners hungry for knowledge.
The interesting finding was that it's mostly practitioners who communicate our research. And this is highly unusual in science, that practitioners take on the science communicator role. This pointed to kind of a gap that not enough scientists talk about their research themselves. And at the same time, the good news is that some software practitioners consider our research so relevant that they take on the science communicator role and communicate to their practitioner communities.
Basically, we talk about impact, and communication is a means to increase impact. They need to, in a sense, give back to society. They need to report what they did and exploit the potential of transfer. There are certainly many software companies, in my case, who would benefit in terms of understanding a problem, maybe also potential technical solutions from our work, but I don't know them, so how can I reach them?
My biggest hope with this paper that we start putting this new perspective onto this discussion as a community. And maybe I motivate some people in our community, some individuals, to start talking about their research.
The silent scientist publishes papers, the engaged scientist makes an impact. Find out more in The Silent Scientist, when software research fails to reach its audience, an opinion article in the November 2025 communications of the ACM.